And now to Washington and the argument over automatic budget cuts that could happen next week. A new poll from Pew Research and USA Today finds 40% of Americans are willing to see those cuts take effect. Government agencies are already sending out warnings while the president and Congress are pointing fingers at each other. Bill Plante is at the White House. Bill, good morning.
Morning, Nora. They certainly are. And so far, there is no give on either side. House Republicans are now making it clear that they are determined not to allow more revenue. And the president continues trying to build public pressure. Today, he talks to left-leaning radio hosts. Wednesday, he reached out to local television.
This is a problem that Congress can solve.
The president chose a week when members of Congress are back in their districts to talk to local television reporters from areas of the country that will face severe hardship if the cuts take place, including Maryland. This from CBS station WJZ in Baltimore.
I'm hoping that while they're back home, they're hearing it from their constituents so that when they get back here, they're ready to do some work.
There's no reported progress toward averting the $1.2 trillion in automatic across-the-board spending cuts, including $46 billion from the military's budget this year. In a letter to Congress Wednesday, Secretary Panetta warned the entire defense civilian workforce would be affected. Officials said that means as many as 700,000 of the 800,000 civilians who work for the Pentagon.
This is not a beltway phenomenon. On our civilians, it will be catastrophic.
Civilians like Sue Ann Falkenberg, a single mom and administrative assistant at a naval school 3,000 miles away from Washington in Monterey, California.
I would have to get a part-time job to support my family.
Falkenberg is worried about the 20% pay cut that she'll endure if she's furloughed or put on involuntary unpaid leave one day each week.
I can't exactly call my landlord and say, hey, I got a 20% cut in my salary. Can you reduce the rent for 20%?
And it's not just cuts to the Pentagon. Dozens of agencies, including the FBI, will also have to make difficult choices.
The FBI will be in the position of having to evaluate where those reductions can come from, and that may impact in the national security arena.
The president continues in coming days to highlight hardships to individuals and to the public at large if the cuts take place. The Democrats' Congressional Campaign Committee also goes on the offensive today. They will accuse Republicans of risking 700,000 jobs in order to protect special interest tax loopholes. Nora, Charlie?
Bill Plante, thanks.